so that's nice. It's just that everybody's here, but I don't know why they are feeling shy to come up. But Robin and you want to come? Come. Thank you. Robin and Riku are here also. So if you have questions about cinematography, about the dialogues, questions, I just want to say that in a film festival, I have a request that we should keep the lights off and watch till the last of the credits, because we must respect everybody who worked on this movie. Not that to see our faces only, but you know there are some 100, 200 people who have worked. And it would just be nice if at least in a film festival we can respect everybody who worked there. Thank you.
Hi. On your left, sorry. First of all, congratulations on making such a wonderful film.
Thank you.
Background score, especially in the busy Mumbai scenes. So usually you'd see like a fast-paced, high-tempo, like upbeat kind of score used in such scenes, but whereas you used a very mellow, dreamy pop kind of music. So the music director isn't here, so I'll ask you to the director, what was the vision behind it and how did you like work it out with the music director?
Thank you. Brother of music director is here. The music, like I like this music of Topshade. He uses a lot of synth and kind of like 80s feeling, and we are both, and all his music is little like dreamy sad, and I think that is the vibe of this movie for me. So that is why we worked together, and actually working with him was really like a great process, because while I was writing the script, I was sending him some scenes, and he will do little like small composition, send it back, and then we will keep exchanging like that. So 2 years we were doing this. You don't always get people, you know, who will work like that. So it was really nice for me. And one music licensed track we have used of a nun, Emma Hoy Sege Mariam Gebru. If you all like that piano thing when Anu and Shiaz are there, that is, just Google Ethiopian nun piano and you will get her whole album, and it's really good. So I found this music through my editor. He was saying, you like this kind of music, you will like this. So I looked and it was so nice, and somehow I connected to it because I think that, you know, she's Ethiopian. So there is some kind of that pentatonic scale which even we have in our music. So somewhere I connected to it. And I thought that it would be a nice kind of a, what we call leitmotif. That is a recurring song for one particular storyline. So for that Anu and Shiaz's storyline, I will keep bringing it back.
First of all, congratulations, all of you. It has been a wonderful movie. I'm so glad to speak on behalf of all the Malayalis out here. Thank you so much, Divya. I just want to ask, as an actor, what were the challenges when you were about to start the movie? And I just want to ask one thing to you as well, ma'am. Why Malayalam?
Heavy question.
Yeah.
I can tell you the like intellectual answer, or I can tell you the real answer. The real answer is I will have excuses to come back here and eat some parampuri and beef.
Excellent.
But I was like when I started writing this film, I got very obsessed with like that. I wanted the characters to be nurses, because it is one profession where you have to be very like outwardly strong to not show your emotions and like kind of, you know, be this person of a uniform, and you see so much emotions around you but you cannot show. So I was thinking about that contradiction of somebody who is actually hiding so much emotion inside, but outside she has to be so strong. What is going on inside? And when I started doing the research for the nursing, and most of the people I met were Malayali nurses, so I said, okay, let me take this challenge. At that time, I didn't realize how tough it would be. But then I met these two amazing guys and they worked on it for 2 years with the dialogues and writing and rewriting, and it was just, I learned a lot in the process. And they also, like when they worked on the film, they added also like for the character, how she will speak, how the WhatsApp messages will be, and all these things they all worked on so much that I really think that it was a true collaboration.
Being a doctor, I totally relate to what you said. And as doctors, as medical professionals, we all do that. We have to be straight-faced no matter what. I really love the placenta scene in particular. That was really relatable. So I just want to ask them as well, like, what were the preparations you both did, or is there anything that you really worked on to build a character? Because I loved Prabha's character a lot. I could relate a lot to that. So Divya's character was also the same. So I just loved Prabha because of sweeter version of her. So I would like more.
In Malayalam or English?
I don't know.
No, for everyone, I don't know. But okay, I'll speak in English because maybe there are non-Malayalis. Of course, like Payal said, it was a collaborative work, even for actors, for me. I didn't do anything on my own. Robin, Naseem, Payal, all of us, Riku, all of us worked together, my co-actors. Chayaji and Divya is here, Ratu, Asika, everyone, all of us worked together to get the scene. So of course, Payal brought us to some kind of workshops and all was there, but we were also interacting with actual nurses for a few days. A little bit of that. She also said it is a fiction. It's not to exactly replicate exactly what happens. She also said it will be dreamy. Like there were, like for example, the CPR. I'm just gonna say it. So the speed of the CPR is not exactly what you see in the film because she wanted it to be a little dreamy. Like so, the speed is different, and so it's not the actual replica. So she did take that freedom of expression. So some rehearsals with the actual nurses, they have shared us some insight. I am generally very attracted to hospitals, so I was going to hospital those days anyway. So I was also observing some nurses, and then we rehearsed quite a lot. I think only one scene of mine is the only thing I think I didn't get the chance to rehearse. Otherwise, everything we thoroughly rehearsed. We kind of fixed prior to shoot which of the rehearsals were better, which part of which rehearsal, which scene. So it all was getting stitched together finally in the shoot.
Was it Sensong?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, but the drowned man, the actor, he's a Tamil actor. He was speaking not in a proper Malayalam while we were shooting the scene. That portion was dubbed. But we got really lucky with the voice artist and the actual actor to get it so right. So yeah, that's Anand Swami's his name. He's a
Yeah,
great
I didn't
actor.
actually understand it, so it worked well.
Yeah.
I just want to ask Divya. How was
It's
your
the
experience?
same for me also. It's the first time I'm getting this much time to prepare for a role, and it's very collaborative, and we rehearsed almost every scene with so many options, and so this collaboration is helped us a lot, especially Robin and Naseem for Malayalam dialogues. I had to say the dialogues in Palakkad slang, so these people helped me a lot for the dialogues. Yeah.
Please say regards to Shahid Didi as well. Thank you so much.
Like very slow, gradual kind of film, and when you have that sort of idea in mind, do you worry that will it find an audience? Is it going to be a film festival movie? Is it going to find a mainstream audience? So are those concerns there at all, or are you simply going with, see, this is what I want to make, this is how it's going to be, who cares?
For me, it's very fast, yeah. I think that we have a culture in our country of so many different kinds of cinema. So I think that the audience that will like it will go and see it. It's also important that we have the different feelings of time, because somewhere our attention span has gone down. Like we are only scrolling through reels, which I have no problem with. Sometimes it's good to be a little slow also.
Sorry, one criticism I read was the film. This person went to watch expecting it is a slow film, but it was too fast.
Time is a subjective thing. Oh, people will go to sleep. My previous movies are even more slow. So this I'm trying to be faster and faster with every movie.
The screenplay and editing, I have doubt. One is regarding that husband's coming back and you getting him from the shore and all. I was a little doubtful about like the how did he come there? Like no, did you keep it open ended intentionally, or was there a thought? Like I couldn't understand that part where you accidentally all of a sudden find the husband in the shore, and then the dialogues it's all went well. But how did he come here was one question which I had in my mind. Second is regarding the edit. Like when you show one scene, all the other characters are like missing. So I was thinking, where would Anu be? Where would Chaya ma'am be? Like the whole scene focused on that one character and the journey which that character was going on. Like when they were in the
Which character? Which scene?
like when Anu and his boyfriend were in the jungle. So I was thinking, wouldn't Prabha be like searching for her, or would Chaya ma'am be searching for her? Or when this husband scene is happening, like Anu was missing, Chaya ma'am was missing. So like I wanted to understand the edit pattern you used in these scenes, like why we missed all these other people in those scenes. Was it intentional, or like was there any thought behind this?
No, it was completely thoughtless. Like, the whole thing is a dream. There is no way a guy is going to swim from Germany and come. It's like a folk tale. It's like like we have such a culture in our country of so much magic realism in our writing, in our literature. Why not have it in cinema also? So the second half, I wanted to go more and more towards a dreamy feeling. And finally, it's like a long afternoon dream where this woman who I didn't want that one husband has to come from outside and tell her that we will be free. I wanted, like, why? He's not there all this time. Suddenly, why I should give him footage? So I wanted it to be that she is projecting this entire thing, like thinking that what is her ultimate fantasy? Her ultimate fantasy is that her husband will come and he'll hold her hand and he will say, oh, I missed you. But even in that fantasy, she can tell, I don't want you anymore. Then it's a true giving up of that relationship, is what I felt. After this, the story, as they say in Hindi, picture abhi baki hai, because she will have to, the film is still on like that, because she will have to go, she will have to fight that divorce, she will have to do all that. But for now, at least we should be happy that in her mind she has like gotten rid of this guy. So the whole thing is like a dream, and that is why no one else is there.
And regarding the edits, cuts and all, like
Yeah, like basically I didn't want anybody else there because she's dreaming. So anyway, Parvati has gone to get her job. She says also that I am going to go to that hostel to get the job. Anu is doing her own number. So
yeah, one more question, ma'am. Do you like, which are your favorite Malayalam movies? I just want to know.
Vidyarthi Kale Itale Itale. My pronunciation in Malayalam is garbage. Sorry guys, to butcher your language. She's always laughing at me. It is embarrassing. Students, this way. I would say English title. Students, this way, this way.